So, so in step two, I have to have an open mind because there's no way I'm going to be able to see that there's anything greater than me unless I have an open mind. An open mind is a mind with no preconceived ideas, no old ideas, no opinions. I want you to just try to picture that for a moment. To be in this room without an opinion about the color of somebody's shirt or their hat or their hair or their eye color or what seat you got or the temperature outside or the colors of the walls in the rooms or why did they pile up drums so high in the back of the room. And my mind has an opinion and a story about everything. And everything up until this moment is an old idea. So I'm going to need an open mind, an open mind. I'm going to need help for that because what's going to happen to all the old stuff? So I start coming to believe right now that a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity right now in this moment by rightly relating myself to that power. I can only do that if I've admitted complete defeat, because if I don't admit complete defeat, then I still think that I can handle some part of my mind, that I can straighten it out. And so then there is no room for a higher power because I'm still the power. I am still the higher power. There's only two powers in my life. I'm a power and there's a higher power. And that's it. There might be policemen and laws and governments, and they might look like powers or parents. They might look like powers, but really I'm the one who decides what I'm going to do. I'm the one who decides if I'm going to follow the law or not. So I'm the power for my life. I'm the one all by myself in light of my own circumstances. I am the one who makes all of my decisions. So I'm a power, and then there's a power greater than me. And in this moment, in step two, I could start to rightly relate myself to that power. Power, could you help me? Could you be with me? Could you help me be present in this room? Could you help me hear what's being said? Not because I care, because I don't care if you're listening to me or you're sitting in the seat and you're on vacation in Hawaii or the South Pacific or wherever your mind wants to take you, or you're breaking up with the girl you're with, or you're trying to get back together with the guy, or you're quitting your job with this mind is crazy, man. I go to a meeting and I'm going there to try and hear something to maybe I could have a better life, and I sit down and I do what I did all day long. I don't ask for help to be in the room. I talk to myself about whatever it is I want to talk to myself. And there's some guy up on the TV going blah, 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 blah in the background, and I don't hear a word he says, and I drove all the way across town to get there. And then when everyone laughs, I laugh because I'm in the room and I hear the laughter, but I'm thinking to myself, there's nothing funny. I don't know what the hell funny is because I didn't hear a word that was said, but I chuckle when everyone else chuckles, and I clap when everyone else claps, but I don't hear a word that's being said. My mind has left the room. And that's a way of life. That's a character. I'm almost, as an alcoholic with alcoholism, I'm almost never where my body is. My mind is always off taking trips, working overtime, quitting jobs, getting jobs, doing crazy stuff, when all I have to do is sit in a room and relax and be present and ask a power to help me just be here. Could you help me just be here? Could you help me hear what's being said? Not even because what's being said is good or bad, because it doesn't matter. What matters is that I'm present right here, right now, with my higher power. That's all that matters. It says, there's so much to talk about. So when I do that, when I rightly relate myself to that power, I get a moment of peace. And it's mine. And I know that I stopped talking to myself and I started sharing my life with a power greater than myself, coming from a place of complete defeat in this moment. And I have a moment of peace. And then I get to a place where I'm all crazy again. And then I pause and I remember, oh, I'm a complete defeat. I'm the wrong guy to restore me to sanity. I could stop talking to myself now. And I start talking to this higher power. Could you be with me? Could you help me? Could you help me find some forgiveness? Could you help me relax in this moment? And I get another moment of peace. And I do that over and over again as a way of life. That's step 2. I'm practicing step 1 and step 2 as a way of life. And all of a sudden, I have a few moments of peace, a few, and then I have a few more, and then I have a few more. And all of a sudden, I have my own experience. It's mine. It's not something I read from a book. It's not something I agreed with at a meeting. It's not something I agreed with my sponsor. It's mine. I did it. It's my experience that when I rightly relate myself to this power, I get peace. Then I walk into step 3, which says that I'm going to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understood him. Well, my will and my life is my thoughts and my actions. So right now, God, what would you have me do? Oh, probably sit in this chair right here. And who would you have me be? And could you help me with my mind? And that's my thoughts and my actions. And I can do that because I know that in the past, when I've tried to do that in step 2, I got peace. I got sanity. And so now I can make a decision. It's an easy decision. Do I want my alcoholic mind that's trying to figure out the answer to every problem and never gets the right answer and makes me frustrated and in the end wants me to kill myself because nothing ever works out for me? Or do I want to have this life with this higher power, this new way of life where I'm at peace no matter what's going on and nothing changes and all of a sudden I'm at peace? That's a decision I can make to turn my will and my life over to the care of God or over to the care of this higher power as I understood him, because it's mine, because I did something in step 2, I have an understanding. And this is the basis for the whole program, steps 1, 2, and 3. If I don't have some experience of coming to believe that a power greater than myself can restore me to sanity, I can't make the decision. And if I don't make that decision, then the whole rest of the program is built on faulty foundation. It's not built on anything real. This is a message of depth and weight, not because I say so. That's what the book says. And that's my experience from the men that came before me that handed it down to me and the women. And my experience with practicing this as a way of life. There's something real going on here. And if I don't practice it, I don't get to have it. And that goes for today with 29 years of sobriety. If I don't admit complete defeat today, then I can't be restored to sanity today. And then I can't make a decision to turn my will and my life over to the care of God as I understood him today. And then I can't live the rest of the principles today because I only have me as a power. And so it says this, it says on page 63, on page 62, at the last paragraph, it says, I have to have God's help. I have to have God's help. That's at the end of step 1. I can't. It says, I've had moral and philosophical convictions galore, but I couldn't live up to them on my own power. Neither could I reduce my self-centeredness much by wishing or trying on my own power. I have to have God's help. That's a I have to. That's like a must. I have to have God's help. That's me. I hope you don't have to. I hope you just stop drinking and your life gets super great and you find the right girl and the right house and the right job and the right amount of money in the bank or the right husband, and you live happily ever after because drinking was your problem and now you don't drink and you have no problems. That wasn't the case for me. I had grave emotional and mental disorders when I stopped drinking that I didn't know I had when I was drinking. When I was drinking, I had grave blackouts and crazy ass behavior. But I didn't know I had grave emotional and mental disorders because I thought it was all alcohol induced. So I have to have God's help. This is the how and why of it. First of all, I have to quit playing God. I don't get to play God anymore. I'm going to start coming to believe that there's a power greater than myself that could restore me to sanity. You know why? Because it doesn't work. That's what it says in the book. It doesn't work. Next, I decided that hereafter in the drama of life, God's going to be my director. So I'm going to let God direct the show. I'm going to be the actor that doesn't know the lines, doesn't know who any of the characters are in this show, and I'm going to keep asking God, who is this person? How do you want me to relate to them? Who do you want me to be today? What's my part in all of this? How can I be of service? And then it says, he is the principal and I am his agent. So God is the principal and I represent God. This is another form of the relationship. So everywhere I go in this world, my job is to represent God. Isn't that amazing? Did you ever think of yourself as an ambassador for God on the planet? That's big. That's big. Did I do that on the freeways today? Was I an ambassador for God, or was I an ambassador for grave emotional and mental disorders on the freeway? He is the Father and I am the child. Am I letting him be the Father today? Am I asking for help? Am I letting him supply what I need? Or am I a 5-year-old trying to run a business? Trying to make everything happen the way I want. Says these are simple ideas, and it's the cornerstone of the new and triumphant arc through which I'm going to pass to freedom. So my freedom comes from those 3 ideas: that God's the director, that he's the principal and I'm here to represent him, and that he's the Father and I'm the child, and everything I need is going to be given to me. Then it says the most amazing thing. It says, when I sincerely take such a position, all sorts of remarkable things follow. I got to take the position. It's a question. Am I taking that position? Am I sincerely taking that position today? And are remarkable things happening? Because when I do it, remarkable things do happen. And the remarkable things are laid out. I have a new employer, being all powerful. He provides what I need. So now when I go to work, I don't work for my boss. I have a boss and he tells me what to do, but I don't do it for him. I do it for God. I do it because I want to be the man that God wants me to be today. So there's no more resentment with my boss and what he's telling me to do. Because he's not really my employer. God is. My higher power is. And he provides everything I need if I keep close to him and perform his work well. This is step 3. If I'm not having this experience, then I'm still in step 2. And I still need more coming to believe that there is a power that could restore me to sanity. Established on such a footing, if I have this footing that God's the director, he's the principal, I'm the child. Established on such a footing, I become less and less interested in myself, my little plans and my designs. I become more interested in seeing what I could contribute to life. God, help me be the man you want me to be. Help me. What can I add to this meeting? What can I add to the people around me? And then, if I do that, I feel new power flow in. I enjoy peace of mind, and I discover I can face life successfully. And I become more conscious of his presence because I am sharing my life with that consciousness, with that presence, not by accident, not in time, not because I didn't drink, but because I did something. I begin to lose my fear of today, tomorrow, or the hereafter. I am reborn. I am reborn. I let go of my old ideas absolutely. That's what I get. That's 1, 2, and 3 as a way of life in my life today. Am I doing that? Am I going for that like a drowning man sees as a life preserver? Or is my attention on making more money or getting the right girlfriend or getting somebody out of my lane or figuring out how to pass people on the freeway? Where am I? Right now. Right now. This is a right now program. The only moment that I can have a relationship with my higher power is right here, right now, in this room. Right now. And that's it. This is it. There's nowhere to go. It doesn't get any better. There is no there. There is no there. Everybody's going to be happy when they get there, and everybody has their own there. But there is no there. This is there. We're here. We're right here, right now is there. We have arrived. All I have to do right here, right now is admit complete defeat, start coming to believe that there's a power greater than myself, and then from that experience, make the decision to turn my will and my life, my thoughts and my actions over to the care of God right here, right now. And I can have the best life I've ever known. I could be completely reborn as the man that I always wanted to be, and that is my experience. And that's why I'm here today. because I needed to hear everything that I just said. I needed to hear it for my life because I forget. I get wrapped up in the world again. I think I just need some more money, or I just need a better house, or I just need what you have. If I had what you had, then I'd be happy. Then I get what you have, and then I find a new you, and then I need what he has. So anyway, that's a lot out of me. My favorite part of the meeting is actually listening to how you're applying these steps in your life, and how you're coming to believe, and how you're being restored to sanity, and how you're making this decision, and how that's affecting your life positively or negatively. Because in that conversation, we all grow. We all get better right here, right now, through all of our strength and experience. So thank you for letting me share. That's great.